Okay, so... Right. I need to talk. Right. Best at what, Chi? Also, hi, how are you doing? Also, you will be so proud of me. I didn't succumb to crippling... Okay, actually, no, you wouldn't be proud of me, because I did, in fact, get mad at video games. But I didn't let it, you know... I continued to play, or I continued to do my plan for... Oh, that's interesting. We'll discuss that momentarily.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
She lights a cigarette. Titus Hardy gave us a recording where the deceased states his intention to commit rape.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table. This does not surprise her.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions, only that he was never bad to me.
Smile flits across her face. On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Those are the exact words he used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
She picks up the cup. She picks the cup back up.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Yes, the word whore was used. Kohoi was mentioned? Yes.
He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Why say things like that? Machismo?
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Persona?
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. He was like the Seminese conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
When he said he was done, and done mentally, it didn't sound like a joke. It sounded like a deeply troubled man.
Hold on. You said he was mentally done. That sounds like Broken Man to me.
Well,
Hello, Elvie.
maybe I pieced him back together with my magical personality.
Weren't you afraid?
Afraid of what? That tape the Hardy Boys recorded? Your mother probably never told you this, but girls are evil. Had I the physical robustness and social support, I'd be in Kohoi. I would be tearing it up Soldier of the Apocalypse style.
She wouldn't. She doesn't have the full Hoi in her.
Thanks, Half-Light.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being.
Thank you for clearing that up, Miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
So, I was playing Deep Rock Galactic, and there are weekly things to do, and one of them is a 3-part mission, like a 3-stage mission that gets various rewards. And the one this week is just beyond bullshit. Like, hold on, let me think. There are mutators, and this one was essentially you're playing a mission that has a enrage timer, which I'm pretty sure started immediately at 0 for some reason. Like, you had no time, and it seemed like constantly things were spawning. No shields, so like 25, 50%, I don't know how much exactly. A bunch of your health is missing, and the health that does remain doesn't regenerate. The level is full of tiny swarming enemies that are a pain in the ass to hit and come in groups of like 10. The map layout itself is actual fucking shit. And it spawned a mini-boss when we did one of the objectives. LV, I was not wanting to do that to myself. I just wanted to play the fucking weekly mission. I did not choose that garbage. Like, it's... I love Deep Rock. That is the worst... No, I didn't, LV. It's randomly generated every week. I was playing with 3 other people, so I could not stop it. Well, my conscience wouldn't let me just quit mid-mission. What is this? Huh.
It's you again. What is it?
So I talked to Class U about the tape. And nothing. She stands by what she said.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
He stares at his beer for 2 seconds intently, then turns to you. She pretty much laughed it off, Titus.
Fucking fuckity fucker. And what did she say then? That it's fine. People are supposed to be like that.
He shakes his head in disbelief.
Sounds like he wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man. This is definitely personal.
Actually, I think it made her a little nostalgic.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
The lieutenant looks at you, then him.
Funny. No good goddamn psycho whore.
Titus mumbles, his lips barely moving. The important part of this follows if you have any... No! I did not. And I'm not trying it again this week. Because, like, It's genuinely the worst fucking thing I've experienced in that game. Like, I love Deep Rock. That mess of RNG stuff, that, like, the stars aligned and bullshit rained from the heavens. That's the only way I can put it.
Right. Oh, fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
He slams his giant fist on the door frame.
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
Her voice is a bit softer than earlier.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Titus rubs his chin with his palm as if trying to grind it smooth. I think this is personal for you. I think you had feelings for her. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was. Maybe she's still in denial, you know, like the event.
Yeah, they're all queers. Can't bump, hard fist, or anything.
Glenn explodes with indignation. Where are you going with this? What? That wasn't the... What? I don't know.
It's all right, Glenn. I just thought, I thought anyone would come around if they heard that shit. Apparently, I was wrong.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
He smiles sympathetically.
You wanted her to see the man for what he was. Now that you know, you might want to lay off this topic, or else you might antagonize him.
I just got too worked up. Big man lost his shit. It's cool now.
Maybe she isn't who you thought she was.
Nah, I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head.
She's not some helpless girl. She handled the mercenary well enough.
Handled him? She got into some stupid shit with that guy. Shit we had to take care of.
Yes, we heard all about it, and the fact still stands. You were more disturbed by the tape than her.
Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
He puts his giant face in his hands and sighs.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men, too, are growing increasingly silent.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!"
He throws his beer can down. Titus seems like a nice guy.
This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end of their wits.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over. Yeah.
There is a silence in the room. Elaine starts saying something, then thinks best not to.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? What we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
The man shouts from behind the counter.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
Convinced Titus he's being manipulated.
Clausia is playing them like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it. All of them really good.
Kim, I'm going to need your I'm sorry, what? You guys are always telling me they're good and then they aren't.
Those are the other guys. My shit is solid gold. You can trust me.
Can I? All those ideas looked really bad.
Oh, you don't like these arguments? Let's see you come up with your own then. Everyone's waiting. Where are they? Why is Goldmouth mean to him? Something is wrong. It doesn't look like he's succeeding.
Okay, man, it's clear you're being played like a fiddle, playing imaginary fiddle.
No, we fucking ain't, asshole. No one's fiddling anyone in here.
Glenn jumps in shouting.
No, Glenn. I want to hear this. Who do you think is fucking fiddling me?
You promised there would be good options. Where are they?
Oh, you want more good options? Here we go. So good.
Titus, pussy boy, yeah. Dramatically put the fiddle down. Oh. All of these. Okay, so like, no. Who do you think he playing the imaginary fiddle Prince Sage?
I think you're losing it, Fiddle Man.
No. This fucking suicide carny is trying to get to me. This ain't gonna work with Titus Hardy. Put the fiddle down, or walk away. It's that simple.
He'll put the fiddle down. Put it down, officer.
I do not understand. This fiddle play totally fell apart. The concept was solid, but the delivery tragically off. You sounded like a madman, not a cop.
Well, time to put a point into... Fuck, what was it? Was it rhetoric? I forgot to pay attention. Okay, well, fuck it. Quick save. In the hope that it was rhetoric. 'Cause I don't want to...
It's you again. What is it?
Okay, it was rhetoric.
Convinced Titus is being manipulated? Bad idea. Bringing her up will do no good. You should know by now. Titus will never falter.
One of his boys will.
Fat Angus, the powerful guy, Mr. All Muscle. The time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker. Just remember, it's about more than Glacia. It's about these men and Martinez, their district, their responsibility. Outside, in the midday sun, ruins. The pavements are cracked and the benches peeling. Newspapers blow in the wind.
That's it then. Case closed. Look around. We're going home, Ken.
Huh?
The lieutenant raises his brow.
He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. In Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
He takes out his notebook. Because of some chick, because you're a foreigner, because you work for the wrong people, because they like killing. I don't know, like all of these.
Goddamn right. Don't come around if you're not from around.
Fuck you. I'm not from around. That's not why we...
There we go. Don't come to the Wild North if you are not white enough.
They just hang you, shoot you, light on fire. They don't care.
We didn't light him on fire.
You hear the fat man wheeze. He's trying to get up.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
What is this? I do not understand, and I am confused, but okay.
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
The old man reaches for his belt, but his voice is strangely calm.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
Look at Kim
The
first.
lieutenant has put down his notebook. His hand is resting on his holster. He gives you an imperceptible nod. What does that mean? Go for it. The lieutenant has his eyes set on the fat guy. Push Angus. We're almost there.
Or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him for no fucking reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
He takes a breath, wheezing.
Shut up, Angus!
He was dead before you hanged him?
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
The little guy hits Angus on the back of the head, a loud slap.
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
No, you don't, Titus. The room falls quiet, so quiet you can hear Angus wheeze.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
He grabs his chest.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now
What
it's all
the
pointless.
fuck?
Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Evrard.
He turns to the fixer.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
She walks off without looking back.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions?
Sorry I made you guys fight. So you didn't kill him. He was already dead.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death, the bullet in his head.
Another nod.
Why?
Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural? There's another girl? 2 of them? Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How did you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
The rat-faced man snickers. I mean...
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
He turns back to you. What happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
He scratches his chin.
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Who's Tibbs, the 8th Hardy?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Right now, he's grateful he hasn't gotten his brother into this mess.
If Classy didn't kill him by the cover-up, so who killed the Merc then? Any leads?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I didn't notice anything. What kind of shit are we talking about?
That can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
These people, who are they?
They're powerful. Connected to the Morlintern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
You know, I actually like Titus a lot more now that he's dropped the act. So who killed the merc then? Any leads?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
You had any ideas about his past too?
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell.
He pauses to think.
Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
I heard those What? I don't know about that. Whose idea was it to hang him anyway? Hers?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one.
Earlier said the girls asked for your help. Was this the other girl?
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
It's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker, the missing eighth Hardy.
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
The big guy steps toward you.
A little too far there, but you're definitely right.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her anyway.
Understood. Can you tell me anything about her name, current location?
Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klausya you want to talk to.
Thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her for the last time.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go...
He grabs his beer and swirls it in his hand, then thinks of something.
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. It carries newspapers, circles the whirling in rags in a warm column.
Giuliani?
She, Klausya, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But...
Still, after all this headache...
But you would still prefer if we didn't take her away.
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
The lieutenant slides his notebook into his coat pocket. He turns to leave. You know, I'm not sure I like Titus, but he's definitely not as bad as he was. Why? Hello. Hi. How's it going, pig? Thank you. How's it going? Well, I'm off balance. Thank you very much for the raid, Pig. I very much appreciate it. On the off chance that anyone who was here doesn't know Mr. Pig, I would strongly suggest following Pig. He is a fantastic streamer, fantastic guy. I'm very, very happy to have air quotes met Pig. Just always enjoy hanging out in his streams. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the rest of Chronicles, Pig. If anyone here actually cares about playing playing along, I don't know, playing along with Pig during his playthrough of Disco Elysium, I strongly suggest leaving now, cause holy shit, you got here right after spoilers. Nikki, you cute. Thank you. Like right after spoilers, Pig. The timing was impressive. So, I think I'm going to go do odd job bullshit around town while people who care filter out. But, yeah. And if anyone... I assume most of you guys know me, because I'm pretty boisterous in chat, but, yeah, I'm Shadowmage. I do a variety of streamy type things. Current things I'm playing, like, I've played through Dark Souls 2 co-op. I got a Stardew Valley going on Mondays right now. That's probably only got 2 or 3 more. I also do Beat Saber in the mornings in an effort to do exercise. Oh, I haven't money to buy those pants. But yeah, generally I try to keep things chill and calm, and yeah.
You keep coming back.
Save the economy? That sounds off.
Save the economy? What are you talking about?
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
This doesn't make any sense. Why exactly does the economy need saving? Thanks for the advice. I'll try to be more economically conscious. Yeah.
Look around, officer. You see all these premium goods just sitting there, not getting bought? We've got to keep the flow of goods moving. Is this really the economy we want to leave to our children?
You're right. We've got to save mother economy. But I don't have children, I think. It's just nature. Powerful economies expand. Weak economies go extinct. This economy is really just a distraction from the cultural issues. You know, immigrants and... Look, man, I just want to buy some clothes. But I don't have children.
Too bad, officer. Kids make it all worthwhile. Without kids, who's going to be around to enjoy the economy? Don't let me stop you. Open the box and browse a little.
Oh, you know what? I think I can go get which one. What is the... I have 2 different... Fantastic. Let's go wrap that up, because we don't need a particular Checking these. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I forgot. No, I'm gonna be wasting so much time on this. Oh my goodness. The bug. Oh boy. I was gonna say something and then I get... Is that a bot? Okay, that's not a bot. That's where the Saint Castle was, right? That's where it... Yeah. I forgot about your horrid dancing. Cold wind blows in from the broken gallery and makes your skin crawl.
Glorian Church, the place to be! Make some noise, my church people!
Large speakers are set up behind the young man, blasting a familiar song.
A hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, tangled in its branches, something bronze flutters in the wind.
That is a lie, Shivers! I got that tape!
He stands on stage behind a table, nodding along to the music and waving his hand in the air. In front of him, the audio mixer, one reel spinning. The other reel deck is empty. Cables run hither and thither. On one side, you see an auxiliary line in with the number 4.5 written next to it.
Wait. Can I not give him the... Oh no. Oh no. I can't give him the other tape. Oh no. Why can't... Wait. Empty. Bronze color tape found in benches. Oh no, okay. That's a separate piece of... Okay. That's fine. Found this reel of tape, maybe you can use it to hard up Ike's jam. Give him the fixed Hawthorn tree tape.
Yeah! Remix time! Tape goes here, into deck B!
His voice booms through the church as he takes the tape and attaches it to the empty reel slot. He clicks a switch. The tape starts spinning.
A hand on his ear. He listens to the audio through his headphones and shouts.
Wow! Did you get this from Arno himself?
His face lights up with delight.
A great excitement is bubbling to the surface within him. This is big.
What do you mean?
Listen, I'm just going to show it to you. Ready?
Ready. Oh, Okay.
Wow! Here's that? It's a science match perfectly!
He wipes his brow.
Now, if only we had the beat for the full assault, it would be unbelievably hyper!
What is this? It's good. How did you guys do that?
Do what? I just found a random tape and brought it to Egghead. He's incredibly good at remixing.
Yes, but what if Van Eyck based his remix on some forgotten local melody, like a folk song, and you just found the original piece that inspired him to create this jam? That would explain why it fits so well.
Nah, to me it sounds like classic Van Eyck. I don't think he needs any inspiration from folk songs. Maybe he lives in Martinez and just threw away part of his song because he thought it wasn't good enough?
I think it's just happenstance. Chaos in action. Contingencies
Noid.
of our limited existence. That and Egghead's fantastic talent.
Yes. He nods to his friend behind the turntables.
Noid's right. Egghead's technical talent is the key.
Have a very good flop and rest, Copper. Rest up those arms. Take care of yourself.
Something mysterious is going on here.
No. I agree with Noid. It's just luck and Egghead's incredible mixing skills.
Be how it may, if it fits, it fits. Bring up the volume.
He pumps his fist in the air.
What about the bass? Do you have any ideas for that?
Andrea looks back at you.
Yeah, I remember. You said it needs more bass.
What if we use that crazy sound assault from Suna's experiment that contained it, tamed it, made it pulse? Proceed with task.
But how?
Egghead's puzzled face turns into a wicked grin.
What about that compressor Andre was setting up to achieve some sort of parallel processing?
Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't figure it out. I think the jam's already pretty ultra.
But it could be hyper hardcore.
The audio onslaught can be tamed. Connect the dots. It is time to... What was that? Interfacing? I need to put some clothes on. I don't think I have anything other than that is interfacing. I have yet to get any bullets. We have a German techno band that has a song called Hyper. Interesting. And yes, Nikki, I did know that. LV, you don't need to be smart to make techno music. You just have to have, like, a good sense of rhythm, you know? Oh, dang. I'm missing one piece of armor. Interfacing. Where might you be? Do I really have... Well, that's disappointing. Yeah, they have dumb... LV, very cute. Hold on. There we go. Does that yeah, that does show up. Fantastic. Let's see if I can get this. I probably can't.
Bzz, 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 goes the track in the background, never ending. You can't grasp what's missing, but you can try to make something up anyway.
Whereof one cannot speak, one ought to remain silent.
The young man bobs his head to the music, much as before.
So, I need to upgrade interface. And I need 17 experience. I am going to assume people who care about this game are gone. LV, I don't know if you remember, but recall back to the poll where it was like 4 or 5 or 6 to 1 LV cute. Like 80 ultra cute. Well done, Chi. I appreciate this. Shit, I fucked it up in a way. Oh, hi, Paula, hello. Oh my god. Oh. Paula, I appreciate you very much. Wait, okay, no, okay. I appreciate you very much. And, like, seeing your name pop up in my chat legitimately terrified me for a brief moment. Because I could not run and hide. Oh. You're fantastic and you terrify me. Look, writing and redeeming sex, yeah. You can think what you want, and I can think what I want. I am cute as fish guts that rotted in the summer heat for a day. I mean... You are... to a point... to a limited point, correct. You can think about what yourself... You can think about yourself what you would like. But at the same time, you really should acknowledge that you are able to deceive yourself. Nikki! Oh my gosh. Also, joke's on you, LV. Nikki is... Oh, okay. We're not going down that road. Nikki is a cat. I'm ending that statement. I think that's the general reaction. No, that's not the general reaction, Paula. Everyone loves you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
The Hardy Boys told us what really happened.
I understand.
She puts her coffee mug on the table. You don't look surprised. You were expecting us. You lied to us, miss. Chill, I'm the cool cop, remember?
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions.
Gee, what the actual fuck? Shadow is actually a very nice dude, very caring, and very upstanding. From what I've experienced, don't change my deal unless it's for the better. Thank you, G. Like, Ooh. I will be right back. Okay, I am back, and what, while I'm gone, what is happening? So, how long? Okay. 1 hour, 20 seconds. Got it. This seems like...
Is it? Something is off here. Shush. I can't hear what she's saying.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me.
She looks at her...
the shit I'd gotten into.
Looks at her feet.
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
Hardy Boys are not blank law. We are... That's not a good enough reason. Cool. I'm satisfied with this explanation.
I am not. There is more here, miss.
What? Paula, what are you doing? What are you doing? What do you mean, what did I do? What are you talking about?
There's more.
More?
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
She reaches for a new cigarette.
Briefly glance it over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. Where the cold oceanic expanse lies, and behind it, another world.
And while I do understand that we all find Elvie cute, I also very much understand not find... Oh god, I forgot Harry shaved. I also understand the compulsion to reject any sort of compliment. And I do hope that at some point in the future, eventually, Elvie will be able to acknowledge... Can't use that word! Acknowledge how we feel What? Did I? Well, shit. Okay. Well, 5 more minutes then. I hope that one day Elvie will acknowledge how we feel positively. It's really hard to talk like this. Oh. Paula, why? I have no idea what Elvie looks like, but I'll see her wedding when he's... honestly, I'm unsure if, like, I sort of feel as though Elvie's wedding ring would not be... Yeah. Like... even if there was a wedding ring, I do not imagine that it would be extravagant. Besides, wedding rings are essentially a scam. But that's kind of beside the point. Getting back to what I was talking about, I do hope that one day Elvie is able to accept... Oh my... It's so hard to say things without that word. Okay. I hope that Elvie will one day be able to accept multiple positive feelings of positive reinforcement and I forgot what other word I was going for. I hope Elvie can one day feel the same way about herself as we feel about her. Yes, thank you, JJ. Those were the words. Anyway. Is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of... What's RCM involved with Morlinton got to do with this? RCM is a lapdog of Morlinton. You don't have to worry.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
She lights a cigarette. What's going on? What did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the Moral Intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
Mother... Oh my... Okay. Fair enough, LV. 5 more minutes.
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the Moral Intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
There is a wince and a pained little smile. What did you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Revachol, or even in Orania.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
2 taps on his notebook.
The job was Lewes-Duin County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lewes-Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
But she really destroyed them. She still feels it.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lewes-Scott and their friends in the MI.
She breathed out heavily.
Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Huh. Interesting. And yeah, you probably did that. And since you're trying to do this, guess what? The horrible secret... Son of a... 5 more minutes. Oh. I have a strong disdain for articles now. A secret in the... I'll just say this. Paul Acute Paula very powerful, and I appreciate Pig for keeping that secret. Also, every time I say a word which begins with TH, about half of time... Got it! Yeah! Nailed it! What? Watch me fuck up immediately after. Half of time, I panic and freeze up. But anyway, moving on. Serves them right when I am king. Satan's. Right, this is bad. Sure, there are people who have done much worse than that. Oh my. You know what? You know what? You know what, LB? I have. Can I? Why can I not? Why can I not refund this? Why can I not refund this from here? I know you have gotten your points worth. I am going to... Rules are rules, yes, but, I mean, there it was again, but I'm in the process of refunding that, because, how do you fucking know? Why do they hide away? Why do they hide away this bullshit? Like, it's actually completely fucking moron. The fact that Twitch, like, it is genuinely the worst garbage interface I have ever seen. Paula, I am terrified too, but I'm going to see if I can... There's... Ah! Found it. Got it. Absolutely, positively idiot. Wait, are these... Oh my god, they're not... Twitch. Twitch! Why are you like this, Twitch? Why are you like this? Piss off! You put the most recent things on top! Oh my goodness, Twitch! Why do you put the recent things on bottom? Okay, anyway, moving on. I'm sure there are people who have done much worse than that.
Sure. I'm not a war criminal, but it was bad. People lost their jobs. Good people, too, not just C-suite.
She shakes her head at thought.
A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
That can wait. Look into her eyes. There's more.
What did you do?
One of them killed themselves because of me.
She looks down, then into your eyes. That's shake your head. Not easy to deal with.
How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it?
She looks at you with pleading eyes. I don't either.
There you have it. The way of the warrior.
She's already almost devoured the cigarette she just lit and looks at it sadly. Also, thank you for the assistant. Assistance, Paula. Oh my gosh, brain. My brain is, like, absolutely fried between, like, panicking from Paula trying to give me stuff and, like, not using the word "the." What happened here the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
She points to the window. The silhouette of the bed is visible. Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered.
Oh.
I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see.
Through
I
him.
A great pain moves through her.
Oh my God.
A dark and indefinite wave. She continues in spite of it.
I knew he was dead before he fell down on top of me.
You were right. He did enjoy the moment of his death.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not saying that. Then what
He
happened?
was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs.
There's a long pause. She just stands there, her arms at her sides.
I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Your cigarette, miss.
Oh.
She looks at it and quickly tosses the butt aside. I'm sorry this happened to you.
So am I.
She immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off. Much more than usual.
Titus said you looked pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
She tilts her head and... Okay.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear
Piss
your
off
head.
electrochemistry.
Get into his
all them
mindset.
is panic. No! You being here does not... You being here does not, like, distress me, Paula. It is just your overwhelming generosity. I do appreciate you very much, though. And if you insist on leaving, I hope you have a very good evening. Can I read the non-voiced lines and answers in SpongeBob voice? I will try.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
What did you do then?
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the streets where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the intersection. As far as you can.
Why didn't you run away from here? As a matter of fact, why are you here now? Is this a good enough voice? From the inside of my head, it still sounds vaguely SpongeBob-ish.
I already ran. I ran from an entire Isola. I can't run any further. Not with these people. This is as far as it gets.
That's a fair point. Can anyone else comment then? What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
What is this?
Mein ganzes Leben lang hatte ich nur ein Ziel. Ich wollte zur Krabbencrew.
Was für ein toller Tag.
Interesting.
Ruby?
Before we continue, who is Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
Oh!
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
The Hardy Boys.
She says as if it's self-evident. I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys. I think they mean Titus.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her, so do the others.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
He looks at you. So what I'm getting from this is the 8th Hardy Boy was not actually the assassin, which confuses me greatly.
Why not?
Okay, let's go on with... Okay, let's go on. What then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
That's honestly pretty smart.
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
She looks at the ground, then raises her light brown eyes to meet yours. Then, what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do, make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while, that we should lay low or something. So I did.
Miss Ruby, where is she now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
When it happened, did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
Probably not, then.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
Also, if she was on her back... Wow, I don't like that phrasing. But if she was on her back, there is... like, no chance it was... Now I see this rundown alcoholic standing in the dark at a bus stop with... Oh my god, Elvie, that's a horror... Oh my god, that's a horrifying image. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, so, like, the person who took the shot did not... they weren't aiming for Clash, whoever. Because, like, she wouldn't have been anywhere near the position of Levy. Lily? I don't know. John Doe. Could the people after you have killed him? I don't believe so.
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone.
She looks at her cigarette.
So they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
It probably didn't.
Or, I don't know anything anymore. All I do is wait here.
She looks at the table.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
What? Why did you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
The answer comes fast.
Which is an indicator of truth.
I don't think so. Why did you do it?
You have to understand, the people around here, No one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him. He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud, thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Revachol.
Oh, when was the window changed? Point to it.
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
Wait. Angus and Titus are related? She takes a drag.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
In her bedroom inside?
Yes. You see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
I think we're done here now. Conclude.
She nods silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands.
The lieutenant glances at you, then at the door.
He's thinking, are we done here?
It's time for some drama. Oh shoot, you know what? I forgot to... Oh my god. Oh my god, it keeps getting worse. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Wow. That's, That's a good look.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions.
In God's name, wake up!
But we are awake, sire. She has been forthcoming with sordid details women usually conceal. Most shocking details of the sexual kind. We are a bulwark, unbreached. If you have doubts, just give us one example of deceit. Just one, and we will gladly change our minds.
Just a proposition. Could the lurid explicitness conceal something less sensational, but more illegal? I got nothing. You're right. Wise counsel. It is silly of me to imply she's lied.
Gosh, she's so young, isn't she? She would look spectacular. Be careful not to look too long into her soon-to-be famous face, lest it make you look like an indecisive suitor. It looks like this one's not waking up. You'll have to do it without pushing her further. At least for now.
Well, no surprises there. No, not that one. That one. Where's the tie? The tie. There's that fantastic look again. Electrochemistry is something I don't... Do I not have... Wait... Huh. And that outfit... No. Ha! I don't have any better gloves. Better as in, like, that's honestly not a bad, whoop, up. So, what? Goodness gracious. What time is it? Okay. Let's try to reconstruct
this window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished gold.
I need a visual calculus. Visual calculus interfacing. I wish there was some fashion to, I wish there was some way to sort the clothing. So I could say, like, hey, I want all clothing that gives a bonus to visual calculus or a penalty to logic or some such thing. Because there's, relatively speaking, a lot of, there's a lot of clothing options here, and I really cannot keep them all straight.
Is pristine on the inside. A vague sense of disappointment fills you. The glass, you get the feeling this room would tell you something crucial if you only knew how to listen.
Tell me again, Kim, what are we looking for here? Ballistics?
I'm not exactly sure either, to be honest. My imagination has a way of failing me. It's a weakness.
He admits after a pause, looking in the direction of the stairs. Well... And has that been a sufficient amount of time for you with the voice, Elfie? I do hope so. Okay, so... Oh, wait! I can put a point into visual calculus. You know what? Let's do it. Visual calculus is a hell of a good thing. I am glad you are pleased. Also, I believe that is the first redemption of that. And honestly, I honestly rather enjoyed that redemption of it. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. Let's go.
This window
Mario
is pristine on the inside. Unlike the golden light melts away.
I think that's the same roll I got.
Of your mind. In it are two neon lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
What position are they in?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling. The woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth. A ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
Where does it come from? Oh! Oh, this is interesting.
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Inspect the ghostly figures.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Have a look at point A prime, the roof.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Shouldn't there be gun residue outside?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
So I'm what, 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from?
72%, with an antique weapon that fires military-grade ammunition. A Belmagrave rifle, for example. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium. A well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside, in the darkness. Too busy with their own bodies.
Could the shot have come from No. Literally not possible. It wouldn't have... I'll click it, just... Are there any arguments against A prime the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
I'll do this just because.
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, Detective.
Could there have been another point of origin further away?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinez.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
How do I get to B triple prime?
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet, Detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Have a look at B prime, the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Interesting. Have a look at B double prime, Land's End.
1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it. Possibly from a tent. No. Too far-fetched.
Have a look at point B triple prime, the islet.
1 kilometer away. An unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere. On an islet in the Bay of Martinez, perhaps. There are islets there, badly charted as they may be. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
Kim, do you think the shot could have come further than the roof in Martinez?
From where, precisely?
Let's say B prime.
I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Much less from the roof, but still.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. A simple hypothesis can be wrong, but it's something to build on.
Cool!
2 neon-lit shapes. A man and a...
I did not mean to do that. Fantastic. We're actually getting a fair amount of progress done tonight. Determine... Let's go. I mean, I'm not gonna get... Titus is not gonna give up Ruby's location, but, you know, it's worth talking to him about it, I guess. Hey, Titus. How we doing, pal?
It's you again. What is it?
Okay, I talked to Class A, now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
He leans back and regards you with curiosity. I'm gonna level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to the mercenary's killer. I suspect she was picking. Civil War is brewing, and the only way to prevent it is murder. Okay.
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
He throws a glance at Titus at the last syllable. As the last syllable leaves his lips, the big guy sighs.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some...
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
From the corner of your eye, you see a little bird fly into the bush, right behind the window, behind Titus's back.
I don't think Ruby did it, but then again, maybe she did. Like, I'm not convinced she did it. Fucking hell, I need the hat. God damn it. I hate the hat so much. Where's anything else that has... Oh boy. What? The hat? Yeah, the hat is ugly as shit. I hate it for, like, a wide variety of reasons.
It's you again. What is it?
I wish I could skip this animation. It is needlessly long. Unlikely.
Nothing is happening. The pieces are there, but they remain unconnected.
No, we can do this with your eyes.
Sorry, you're not coming up with anything. Again, the pieces are there. She could have done it. Somehow. Something else. Walla walla bing bang. It's just not coming together.
Why am I such an idiot?
No one knows.
Squint your eyes harder.
Still nothing. But that's okay. This doesn't have to... Why does Puzzle Face get to not melt down? You and I melted down like crazy. Remember? Shush. I'm just more level-headed than you. That's my thing. Let's look at this as a learning experience. What his wife left him. He needs to kill himself. Make her sorry she did.
I just want to hear the components of the theory.
Smart move. The components are access to the roof, weapon, and motive. Here is what you can do to make it easier. Come on, guys. For starters, you could find out what's behind that mystery door in the kitchen. If it's a secret route, she could have used that to get to the roof. Can't get through the door? You know what would help. Doing a thorough search of this room. Maybe something's hidden. There's a spooky building west of this. Take a flashlight with you. Search
So I come
the
back
basement.
to a
There are
deleted
secrets,
message and Ellie talking about
magisterial,
Pants and Shadow not listening
ancient
to his
secrets
time.
that may assist you. You could crack Classia's last defenses. Maybe she'll tell you something helpful. It's that simple.
Unless we have more business, we should...
The lieutenant puts his hand on your shoulder. He looks to the door. I just... Harrier literally just took this offensive rice patty hat out, put it on, and said...
You see a heavy steel door.
Like, hold on, Kim. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. And then just stared at Titus. Longingly, probably. Bum hats. And I don't think the pants are particularly ugly, but Like, they're you know, they're not great, they're not bad. There, is that better, LV? Are you pleased? Wait. Is this...
Again, you find yourself looking at that big old window.
There we go. Really? You've been here for ages.
There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket, hanging from it. Someone hid the key in the bush and attached it close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence.
Someone said a key in the bush, point at the window. Titus, can you hand the key to me, please?
I'm not your janitor, cop. I don't even know what you're talking about.
If he says it's there, it's there.
The lieutenant takes his glasses off to clean them, then puts them back on. Can you let me slide by so I can grab the thing?
I don't know about that. I'm comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
The tattooed man yawns and settles more comfortably on the bench.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The Hawthorne's got a bitch of a bite.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table to you. The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in?
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Thank you, nod to the old man.
Don't thank me. I don't give two shits about your key.
The old man takes out his pack of chewing tobacco. Does anyone know why this key is hanging around outside the Union Box window?
Didn't even know it was there. Boys.
The man looks at the key in your hand, then around the room.
No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
Look at the key in your hand. I wonder what doors does it open.
It could open the door in the kitchen. The blue door. It says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop there?
It's worth a try.
It's time! It's time. It's time. Wait. How fantastic would it be if you could sell the key?
You see a heavy steel door.
Try the workshop spare on
the key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years. But then, the lock clicks. Dust rises before you like mist. A tomb? Haunted by regal spirits from distant ages? No. Smells like engine grease and cut wood. A workshop.
Oh, I do not enjoy how... Pinball says... Oh, okay, I can't pronounce that. The pinball is white Diora, the back glass shows a female figure in mourning. No, NB, the spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner of the window. Okay, who's NB? Non-binary, obviously.
Over there, in the corner.
The pinball machine?
Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball.
Also,
Gordy
Nicky
and
Cute.
the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it.
Cam, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Let's take it closer.
Great.
The lieutenant sighs.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin operated. Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready.
Inspect the playing
The theme
field.
of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble. The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain.
I think Nicky was...
Areas around the playfield represent Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit.
I believe Nicky was referring to me. Holy smokes!
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played.
Run your finger across the dust of white Diora machine.
Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
No, you're fine, Elvie. Like, you were under the assumption oh fudge, what are those called? Boundary. There we go. Holy shit. Oh my god, we're great. You were worried a boundary was going to be crossed, and I would say you reacted appropriately. Like, even if you did misunderstand what was going on, I wouldn't say there's anything wrong with that, so I personally don't see a need to apologize, though I do appreciate you being willing to apologize, if that makes sense. Oh, I probably can't go back to that, but oh, that's upsetting.
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside.
Yeah, let's go with that, Nicky. You absolutely did, Elvie.
Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in. The maintenance card under the control panel reads, last maintenance.
Oh my god.
July.
Like
88.
70 years? It says the last maintenance was in 88.
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
88, this elevator was maintained a long time ago.
At the end of the last century. Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital. Maximum 5.
I am also proud at you. Proud at you. Proud of you. Wow. Look at the elevator controls.
There are large rectangular buttons. Monter, descente, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third
Oh
one
my
appears to
god.
be broken.
Are you shitting me? I wonder what this elevator was used for.
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
He taps on the guttering light bulb. It's golden in the dark. Close the doors and go up. Pretty much. Oh! Interesting! Small windows taped shut with black plastic. You can't see outside. This is interesting. Boxes of tools and replacement parts line the shelves. Schematics for a pinball machine, futurism themed. Pinball maker's coat? Oh, hell yeah. Oh my god. This dusty old coat used to belong to someone named M. Niflots. The name is stitched into the silk lining. It smells of moss and ancient engine grease, but it fits you perfectly. A strange, lonely emotion fills you when you tighten the belt around your waist. I love this coat. This is a fantastic long coat. Elvie, I would prefer that you do not steal, the word the. Pinball machine has been taken apart and gutted.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Looks like they gave up on fixing the pinball machines at some point.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
This used to be a pinball workshop.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over.
He taps his foot.
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the hearties bang away at it.
Remember the dice maker? Then that means...
Whirling in Rags was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade. This is all left over from...
Ah, yes, as the novelty dice maker said. This has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure. But I do like a nice little connection.
He makes a note in his notebook.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
Could this mean the Whirling in Rags really is part of the Dooms commercial area?
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
Stupid superstition. But still, it would be interesting to see what the cafeteria manager thinks of this. It's not a ghost story. It's a curse, and Gart ought to be made knowledgeable so he can perform counterspells.
Ah, yes, counterspells. Finish the... Oh, that was some interesting. I see you, footprints.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
I would have no issues. Okay, first off, stealing a letter would not really be okay, because I have a lot of difficulty spelling, and as such it would... Like, I essentially would not be able to speak at all. If you steal the word I, such as when I say I talking about myself, I would find that acceptable. But yeah, I honestly have a hard enough time spelling that I would not be able to... Like, I would not be able to communicate in any reasonable manner, and I would just be essentially sitting in silence for, like, 5 minutes. And that's not interesting or engaging. Or fun. You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor. We do eyes.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Clever, Nikki, but someone's been here within the last week or two.
3 weeks maximum from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer.
He looks at you.
This is good. He likes it. There's a little smile there, in the dark of the workshop.
What about butts?
This isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads. Commendable work bringing us to this place.
Okay, what does this mean?
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route leading to the roof. The roof from where you can shoot our victim. This is significant. These prints, officer, could be the prints of our killer. And if not, at least they're a good argument for this Ruby doing it, to present to Titus.
Let's have a closer look at them. Crouch, study the footprints.
Large prints, most likely made by boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than vamp.
No,
The soles have
Nikki.
left a pattern. Uniform, horizontal lines.
I said... You know, I'm just thinking about butts, you know, all the time.
One
Not really,
person
but,
has been
you know.
here. They've gone back and forth. The tips point both ways.
The prints look like one person went back and forth.
Between that and that.
He points to the elevator in the corner. He points to the barred door. This print doesn't look like the odd-souled print we found at the hanging, Kim.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person. I wouldn't rule out Ruby coming here yet. This isn't an argument against her. People change shoes, you know? But it's not an argument for her either.
This doesn't look like the worker's boots from the hanging, does it?
No. These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
Let's move. There's a tiny hole in the wall. You see a bedroom on the other side.
You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens. Bottles lie around everywhere.
I think I can see into Clasha's bedroom from here.
You can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here.
He leans closer to inspect the people.
The footprints on the floor, however, definitely suspicious.
He points to the marks nearby on the floor.
Boring footprints. I want to jump to sensationalist conclusions.
What were those people doing in there?
You lean
They were
closer to
fucking!
the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnatural there. Sensationally unnatural.
No, there's honestly not much more that's more natural than fucking. I doubt Shadow thinks about butts all the time. Sometimes he thinks about boobs or feet or the muscles. Okay, boobs, feet, not usually, but muscles. We're dropping this subject before it gets weird. Finish the thought.
This is the inside of the barred door you've seen before.
So what's on the other side?
Unless we've veered off into a folded M dimension, I'm expecting to step out on the roof. We could ask Glacia about this route. See how she reacts.
Folded M dimension. A reference to the popular science fiction series In System. Look who's in a good mood suddenly and reads science fiction.
I love Kim.
Yes, it is quite likely that we will re-emerge on the M plane. Brace for psychokinetic impact. Or the roof.
And if he not thinks of muscles, his cat. Oh, yeah! Oh my gosh, Elfie. My legs have been. Oh my god, they've. To do what, Nikki? What are you doing? Squeaked. What's up?
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
What? Oh, huh? Oh, my. That. Nikki, thank you. That. That reminds me, like. She does. Okay, she has nothing to say about the door. Okay. Why aren't host notifications a thing anymore? Like, what happened with hosting? I am, like... The fact that you have to essentially like start a stream up and then like raid that person immediately, or at least I assume that's how you do it.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
Guard, what if I told you I got into the back room behind the blue steel door?
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He's really holding himself back here.
Wait, you can? Holy shit, that's amazing. Aren't you gonna ask me what's back there?
Okay, what is back there?
Skeletons, a mausoleum of the dead. Pinball machines, a pinball workshop.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Why? Do you want to play? Because I might be up for a game.
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
If you're thinking of selling those pinball machines, I want a fat cut. See, sweet shit. I'm a disruptor. I feel a capitalist. Thinking of turning this place back into a pinball arcade?
No, but we could diversify the entertainment options, seeing as you've opened the door back there. Well, the machine we have in the corner now is broken. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here. Other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Yeah, those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him right now. Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed to hear that it's part of the doomed commercial. He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
I may have discovered that the whirling... No. There's a peephole in the wall.
What wall?
Upstairs in the secret back room right next to Class A's bedroom. I found it when I found the pinball machines.
I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the Whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
The color has drained from his face. What a shame to fix such a good peephole.
Couldn't you keep the hole there? What if there are some hotties staying in that room? No! Alright, you've been notified.
Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment?
Nope.
I hope yes.
About my bill for tonight.
Got the 20 real? Then why are you wasting my...
I mean, you... Guy, I just increased your business options.
It's you again. What is it?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh god, no! Oh no! My gun's the murder weapon, isn't it? No, that doesn't make any... No, never mind. I'm a fucking idiot.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostile
that makes no
cafeteria
sense.
is
Like,
lit by its
literally none.
Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Like, the shooting didn't happen until... Like, the shooting happened before I got here. I got here because of the shooting. So I could not come here to lose the gun for it to be used in that shooting. Unless time travel. There's a non-zero part, there's a non-zero percentage that time travel is involved in this game, and I kind of hate it. But I don't think that's it. Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off it?
So that's what you were squinting at. You were trying to come up with a theory, weren't you? That she did it.
Yeah, he was cobbling together shit so he could put her away. It's RCM 101.
Well, let old Titus set your mind at ease then. She didn't do it. She was here all night.
Sunday night, 11:30 to 12:15. She was here all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
She didn't go to the toilet.
No.
In the whole 45-minute window. Was with you all the time.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Kaup.
That's probably for the best. Don't break your stride now.
And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
He taps on his temple.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
You do agree that the shot came from the roof, right?
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
There's a 72% chance that the bullet came from the roof.
72%? There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab?
I analyzed it on the spot. Turns out I can do that.
No, you can't. I know what you did here on the weekend. People talk. And what they say doesn't sound like a science cop. You're a madman.
Those numbers were an ass pull, man.
Yeah, and they don't put her on the roof either. It's just mambo jumbo. He hasn't got shit.
There's a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof.
Oh.
He looks sincerely curious. Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here. Sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Weird? How? You're wearing the pinball maker's coat.
Why doesn't the pinball maker have his coat? What do you mean weird, Theo?
Was run by a fella called Nerflock something, who wore a yellow dust coat like the one you have on right now. Weird guy. Never liked him.
He squints at you.
It is a very comfortable coat for such an oldie.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter.
Yeah, it is an elevator.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
From there, a door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
Floated?
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
Have you noticed the winch out back on the outer wall of the whirlwind?
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying it's part of the elevator she used to get up there?
That's right.
That's wall mystery down then. An architectural mystery. Doesn't much concern Ruby, does it?
There were pinball machines in the workshop still operational.
Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
Nothing. I just thought we could bring some down, get some new machines in here. Wow, man, can we? I mean...
That'd be awesome. I beat that royalist machine 20 times now.
All right. We can get the barman to bring them down. What else?
I also found footprints upstairs in the old workshop.
Footprints? Recent?
There were prints there with horizontal lines. Recent, not a week or two.
That close, huh? How fortunate. I'll take a thorough look at those prints myself before I believe that, Cobb. Good news is, I'm still listening.
Guess what? Remember that key I found here, pointed at the window?
I don't like guessing, Cobb. No one does.
I like guessing.
It opens
Sometimes.
the steel door in the kitchen, the one that leads upstairs to the roof. This key was right here, with you, all the time.
But you didn't find it. You didn't find it, but Ruby did. That's how she got up there.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
No, the ribbon was old, faded. It had been there for 20 years at least.
She could have just put it back there once she was done.
Why? This doesn't make sense. It's damn interesting, but it doesn't fit well, and you know it.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits. And he knows it.
We have firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot.
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2, murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt, in the shape of a gun.
I've already established Ruby's running drugs. She could have smuggled guns too.
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
Titus slaps his thigh.
You were warned not to bring it up. Your best shot here is to just back out of it.
Fine, Titus, I'm not getting into it. If it touches on your precious business.
Okay, Cobb. She's got connections. I could see how she could have access to a gun. That still doesn't mean she did.
That's all you needed. Doubt.
I have analyzed the bullet that killed him. It was jacketed.
So...
The man shrugs and looks at you.
So it had to come from a breech-loading rifle. Military grade. Not even you militia monkeys have those. This goes against your everyone has a gun theory. If it was military grade, how'd Ruby get it?
Just because it's rare doesn't mean you can't get it.
Cobb. That's exactly what it means.
No, it doesn't, Titus.
That wasn't strong.
I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon, just that we need to find her.
All right, Cobb. Keep talking.
Pete, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
He almost gets up from his seat.
Phase 3, motive. The last component. The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
It's not, why did she kill him? It's, why did she organize the cover-up? Maybe it's all part of a leadership.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
She could have just been covering up for herself, Titus.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
Elvie, I would appreciate if you didn't do that. The sheets are, relatively speaking, freshly laundered. I don't need cat hair in them.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
The little man squints, eyes beady.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Eugene, let's assume you killed him.
He scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your friends as part of a lynch mob or alone for committing murder?
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
Which is why she didn't. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
The blonde man waves his beer around.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Titus looks grim.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
Titus, you have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her.
Silence.
Have a good night, Dreadful. Thanks for stopping by.
The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip. This is the only option he cares for.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you won't. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why?
Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
He looks you straight in the eye.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
What was she scared of?
I told you. You.
Me as in the RCM?
No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
And a hole in his heart. That first.
I have no idea why she'd be scared. I'm just a normal cop with regular thoughts in his head.
Sure. Normal.
He says without smiling.
You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
Wait. Is my guy famous or something? Is Harrier, like, famous? What else did Ruby tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop.
Won't stop.
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up like cans.
Guilty as charged, apparently.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
The tattooed man shakes his head.
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
Oh, have a very good night, LV. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Actual question. Silence. He nods.
Anything else? Anything?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This called Titus, this called Pete. But she was too scared.
Scared? You should be too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste in your mouth.
I don't want to change the subject.
The subject.
Do you have any clues on where Ruby went?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
He gives a sharp look.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
The man stares into his beer.
She's not, Glenn.
Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlog. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure. There's some shit houses there. A cinder block town. Fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. So, that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a Lowry man.
Do you know what she's doing with Ulan frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it. Pale something.
Titus puts an end to it.
It feels like you'll get to know soon enough.
Not much, but it'll do.
It'll have to.
He puts his hand out, shake it.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM Sergeant material.
You should be a cop, Titus.
When are you gonna get it through your dumb head? I already am. I just wasn't sure you were.
And he still isn't. People aren't afraid of good cops in the way Ruby was afraid of you, he thinks, then turns back to his men.
We're making good progress tonight. We're making very good progress. Unusually good progress. I don't trust these fuckers. But hopefully everyone's doing well tonight. I am exceptionally glad I streamed. Definitely got the bad taste out of my mouth. Wonder if it's the... Oh, wait, nope, not this way. Ooh, I do not like that change of music. I'm glad to hear you're doing alright, Jimmy. By the way, how is your tea? I forgot to ask. Is there... Okay. I really like this long coat. Like, a lot. Tea was good, news not so much. When is news ever good? I generally feel that, like, news media, no matter which side they're on, has a vested interest in keeping things as dramatic and panic-inducing as humanly possible.
Beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
I'm looking for someone else, actually.
Oh?
Looking
Who?
for a suspect who might have stayed in this neighborhood.
Okay. When did this person stay here?
Very recently, over the past few days. She might have arrived on Friday.
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning.
Really?
Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
That's it, I'm not looking for anyone else.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
I found about the truck with... Oh, yeah. Yeah. I did hear about that, and...
I'll just keep the Corda Lacey in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier.
How did you move over here? She winds the mooring line around the post.
Hi, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way.
Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, detectives.
She fastens the end of the line around the post and straightens her back.
It's good to see you here. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
That. And she's also keeping an eye on you.
Have you been spying on us?
Spying has such a negative connotation. I did track your progress along the coast, however, and decided I would be better able to assist you from here.
What topic? Gee, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Then there's the matter of that little scamp in old lady clothes. She threatened to paint the Cordelate red. Like blood, you see. Well, I like it the way it is. White.
What is this? Destruction of property? Hooliganism? Elder abuse? And who is this scamp, anyway?
Who is the scamp? Want me to look into it?
No need. Lillian and I are getting on much better. For one, she appreciates the concept of rent.
So how do you like it around here?
How do I like it?
She casts her gaze towards the village, slush melting on the cinder blocks construction. Work left half finished 10 years ago.
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name. All the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there?
Don't look at it! She squints her eyes.
I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez. Dull grey metal rests in her scabbard. A sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
How was your president incoherent?
Real men, real politics, real thoughts in your head.
Try not to be scared. This is just how the real city looks.
Oh, I'm not frightened, officer. I'd never...
She leans against the railing, looking up at the gray sky.
Above you, there forms a quilt of altocumulus clouds, twisting into each other. The wind tugs and stretches them over the bay.
No, G, she did not say porn. She said pornographic. There's a difference. One is a noun, the other is an adjective.
Their cloud shadows slide over the ruins of Revachol West. Wherever they pass, the temperature drops slightly, but perceptibly.
Have I told you how they discovered this place?
The wind picks up, her raincoat flapping in the gust. This fishing village?
No, they're in Celindian, Isola.
No, you haven't told me how they found it.
Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty.
Say nothing.
It's a pity. Most of these people will never know what this place means, this island of matter, or why they were ferried over in the first place.
I in fact said porn. Also, hello, Nobugu. She said perfectible instead of... I can't even... What? Perfectionable. Oh, perfectionable. Perfectible. Calm down, Nobugu and Nikki. Both of you are very cute. And before Nikki gets to it, I almost said it. Oh my... Oh, man. Oh, God. That was a gut punch. Oh. Holy shit, y'all. Oh my God. I think that's the most uncomfortable I've been all day. No, I am not, Nikki. I almost called myself an adjective, a four-letter adjective starting with C. And also containing U and T. Oh my God, Ooh. Four-letter word, G. Four-letter. Also does not contain an N. Believe it or not, that word G is one of the few that, like, I for some weird reason I do not feel comfortable saying that word in like any context. But you know, just an interesting thing.
Remind me to tell you one day.
She corrects
For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Well, it was good running into you.
Godspeed, detectives.
Thank you, ma'am. Do keep an eye on your boat.
Nobugu, I will say a lot of things. Like, I have never used that word in anger either. I believe I have only used it in, like, quoting someone, and it made me feel physically unwell. Like, that. Like, to me, and yeah, this is because I am American, but like, to me, that word only has like two contexts, and both of them are rather vile, at least around here. So, but yeah, moving on. I almost called myself C-U-T-E. Almost. And it was an experience. My God, was that an experience. Ahaha, very funny.
Hello again.
I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
He pats his son on the head.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
Bullshit, you've been here for at least, like, a day.
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off.
C-U-T. Yes, exactly. I'm glad. What is C-U-T-E, Precious? Is that what you're gonna say? Also, the way you typed that out, Nobugu, I was utterly confused. Also, wasn't this one of the possible locations? I guess not. Also, Nikki, Mr. G, and Nobugu, I just want to say I appreciate you guys. Like, not only like being here, but just like being a part of CUT Cowboy. Just being a part of the wider community. Like, it really does. Like, how much? I appreciate you all. I appreciate you, Shadow. You're super nice. Showdown. That's very kind of you, Nikki. You're gonna make me blush. Also, real talk, like, I don't feel chill. Although I acknowledge that's primarily, like, me. Oh, wait, the sniper nest!
Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comst. In the distance, you can hear the break.
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freitor. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there, in the whirling in rags.
Look over the water to the whirling in rags.
There, 1.2 kilometers over the cold water of the bay, blue from the distance and the air, you see the smallest rectangle, barely visible. A glowing light on the third floor of the whirling in rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape move behind the glass, her limbs long and slender.
But, yeah, I don't particularly see myself as particularly chill. But I think that's primarily because when I'm
smoking, drinking, being happy and elated without you. Because you're here, freezing in the wind, aren't you? Doing your detective work.
Generally speaking, I view myself as someone who is relative. I guess excitable doesn't necessarily mean not chill, maybe? I don't know. Words are weird. But I do get hung up too much on, like, when I get unreasonably upset at video games. But, that's...
Those? A smoking assailant who favors Tumutiri to Astra or Joanne? Cigarette butts are everywhere. This is a common brand for all men.
Still, you felt it was important enough to make a mental note. That means something. You didn't pay attention to any of the other cigarette butts on the coast.
Maybe the assailant climbed the comms tower and took the shot there.
It's not possible to climb that ladder. And even if it were, why? There's no platform up there to aim from.
The lieutenant looks up, raising his collar.
To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps, but anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fires this time of year. Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out... Biddable Prime, was it?
Fantastic. But I think I just get too hung up on when I get irrationally mad at video games. And that's partly because I'm so passionate about video games. Like...
An old door worn by elements.
We're not... Wait.
An old door worn by elements.
Could this structure have been used to take the shot?
From here to the whirling, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
That's fair. Want a different outlook on that assessment of you. I've never left the stream because you got angry enough. It's made me uncomfortable a handful of times. Yes, but those are way too few. You're doing alright, my dude, trust me. Like, would you... Like, what would it take for you to leave the stream? Because that might actually... And, like, at the... Well, hello. Hi. There's a slit in the concrete. Sewer? Why do I care about this? Is this going to be important later? And I do appreciate that, Jude. But at the same time, like, part of me is... Wait, can I just... Yep, let's just auto-run. Like, the fact that I've made anyone... I mean... it's inevitable. Like, really, I kind of need to get over that. Like, I have come to the conclusion so long ago that you can't... You can't know someone and interact with them without making them upset or uncomfortable in some fashion. And, like, I really need to accept that. Like, but not use that as an excuse to not care. Like, obviously minimize it, but damage will be done. Learn from that damage, improve, move on. That is honestly the best thing I can do, I think. A door, a building, a hiding place. Could the instigator be inside? Yes, Nikki. I feel as though this is where executions took place.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one.
Despite my, you could say, aloof behavior, I have a little patience for bullshittery. I feel like I don't want to be somewhere or be part of a conversation. I'll just stop at aloof. I wouldn't say you're particularly aloof. Like, I don't know how I would describe it, but it's... I had multiple things with visual calculus, didn't I? That's true, Nikki, but, like, I still... Like, obviously apologizing for it and, like, all that sort of thing. What I'm getting at is... I frequently get so in my head about... Am I already wearing the visual calculus thing? Oh, no, I wasn't. Okay. Yeah. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's what I'm getting at. Is like, I get in my head so much about, like, doing potential damage that I end up not doing anything.
Unable to piece together the big picture just now. The scattering of bullet holes.
It's something I need to continue to work on, but I feel as though I am getting better. And that's, like, all you can do. Also, where was the... What the fuck is that? Am I going... That's a very conspicuous thing I've not noticed previously. Wait, there's a ladder there. Better to know where the line is with different people and apologize than wonder and worry. Yeah. Like... That looks... Oh, never mind. That's not sturdy. That's not sturdy at all. Probably the best thing I can do in regards to all this is just, you know, be myself, make it clear as reasonably possible that, like, I'm open to conversation, open to criticism, and, if anyone does approach me in that fashion, listen, like... I am so confused. Was not... I thought the... Hold on. I appreciate it, Nikki. I really do. And I'm gonna look something up, because I obviously don't understand something. Oh, okay. So apparently, B prime and B triple prime. Oh man, I am... How long is this game? Like, apparently... Let me bring this up. The boardwalk traces aren't actually on the boardwalk. You'll find them while following a different lead in the story. Okay, makes sense. You won't be able to reach the island for a while. It's only accessible towards the end of the game. So, 5 days. Thank you, Ashley, and also, welcome. Hello. How are you doing tonight? What day? I'm on day 4! That's only a little panic. It's fine. It's fine. I'm in Tokyo, so it's morning here. Well, good. I hope you're having a good morning. Oh, jeez. I'm 4:30 p.m. Look at it this way, we're all here, you included, to have a good time, and that's the bottom line. The rest will fall where it should. I'm not even sure work is dull and Disco Elysium is sure as hell isn't dull. I don't know.
Canada policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
The way I was handling the bug quest, that kind of feels like it was dull. But that's beside the point. Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Okay, but you know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She nods with a wrinkled smile.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
The way Disco Elysium should be played is how you want to handle it, in my opinion. Everything will fall into place, I'm sure. I mean, yeah, probably. And I've been doing that. Like, it's... One thing that's been... Like... I think I've said it before, or at least I've tried to say it before. Like, one thing I love about this... Okay, I have said this before. Like, I love how... who Harrier was before you wake up in-game does not matter. You make the new Harrier, who may not even be named Harrier. It's like it's such a cool concept, and the way I started playing the game has changed as I have learned about Harrier's old self, and it will continue to change. Exactly, G. I mean Raphael.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
You can go the whole game never... Really? I didn't... I mean, that makes sense. Also, I kind of wish I hadn't, because, like, God, look at this. I stopped the look, and I shaved. I made all the wrong choices.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
You know something, we're here to help. This is... like when that man locked himself in the woodshed. Excuse me? This isn't about the Union. You know, you don't have to worry about retaliation.
Ah, I should have known. This is yet another Union mess. I'm not afraid of them, you know. We are not in the habit of being afraid around here.
Enough of this. She better start talking right now.
I see you know something, but you've decided not to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was...
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
Did I not already look around? Well, I guess I wouldn't have known what I was looking for. Also, there was something... Oh, hello. That's new.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Move the board aside.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in here?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last resort. A bad idea.
Search through the sand and sawdust.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then, something hard wrapped in paper. A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet.
Aha, a bullet, interesting. Does it match?
The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront her with. It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops. Holding the bullet, you get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself.
Wait, what? What? That's a grim...
Our tenant, the policeman, I hope the waves don't keep you up at night.
Why was there a
What
bullet
can I
under
help
the
you with?
floorboards of your shack?
Damn that girl.
She murmurs softly.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
But
The lieutenant turns to you and gives you a little nod, then turns to the washerwoman.
you didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her.
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
She speaks slowly, wringing out a rag after a long silence. Her hands move into the water bucket. Some water sloshes over the edge.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into? That girl.
Her wrinkled hand needs blue rag in the water.
She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She's seen her hiding out from trouble before. But this seems different.
That's for the police to find out. Right there. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
You said she left on Monday.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No,
What is she like, Ruby?
she's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
She rubs her cold hands together.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
She looks back toward her shack, thinking.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
I have a possible explanation in mind.
Do tell.
A seagull flies overhead, obviously a bad omen. It's an exit plan.
Exit from what?
Her life.
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
She tilts her head to the side, looking up at you, deep in thought.
Not a quitter. Like you sometimes get, son.
Wow, okay. Did she have any technical equipment with her, like radio stuff?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape millions she'd made.
She brushes her forehead with the back of her hand. Water drips to the ground. So I'm going to guess that we're going to that old computer building.
Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
Where did she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north. You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
Her tone is without malice.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
Further up the coast we go, then.
Are you sure you'd rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
She drops the rag into the bucket. It's clean now.
The Feld Electric Mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, Please go easy on her.
She looks around, the air is getting colder.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
I feel like we're going to have to make a moral choice. Like, a big one. A big one. Unless I'm mistaken, and it's entirely possible that I am. Oh, this way. Like, I feel as though this murder was done for something approaching a good reason. And we are going to have to weigh that.
You see, a once bright mural, a slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
Why do I feel like I know this place? Is it because that gentleman next to you told you about it?
Indeed. Somehow you knew it was here. An urban ruin, gutted by looters that once used to consume money and dispense warmth and light. You felt it before, when it rained in Martinez, and you felt the cold of the rain. The feeling persists. It has been in you ever since.
Could Ruby be in there?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there, or in that boat shack, in that church tower maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Oh! Wow! Found the empty map, heard Lana's true story, established the nightclub, discovered the anomaly, death notification. That's a lot of very interesting random things.
Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
What was I even attempting to do?
Trying to talk to the wind. The city, whatever you thought would happen, did not. And now you're just standing there with your hands fallen to your side. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas?
It's something that comes to me unprovoked.
A prayer of sorts. To Revachol.
Turn to the lieutenant. She could be anywhere. How do we find her?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay.
The lieutenant sighs and gets a hold of himself.
She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
And if that fails, if we don't find her?
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
He looks behind him at the dark red box crumbling across the chasm.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. The breeze, like a quiet sigh, moves over. Go to the children of the big sea.
What the hell was that?
The wind rushes away, leaving you where you were, on the rotting boards of the felled building.
Officer, are you okay? It looked like we lost you for a second.
Did I have a seizure, Kim?
Doesn't look like it to me. Probably not, anyway.
I think I need to talk to some kids in the village.
When you're ready.
How the hell did I... How did I fail that? Like, I know how I failed that. I rolled a double 1. There's like a 1 in 36 chance that it happens, but... Also, I've never talked to these kids previously.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
You must be Lillian's twins.
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Lily's our mom.
Explains the other one, tongue still lolling out his mouth. Said that?
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders. The other one laughs. Maybe there's some kind of reason why they're laughing. An interesting reason, somehow tied to the case.
What are you laughing about?
The boy stops laughing and looks at his toes. Oh, okay. So now he's shy. Now he's not talking, just wobbling around like he's afraid of something.
I get where you're coming from, Ashley. And for the most part, I agree. But like, I don't know. There's something about Kuno. There's something like at the core of Kuno's essence. Like, I wouldn't take a bullet for Kuno. And honestly, I would probably be willing to throw a punch or two at Kuno, and I'm pretty nonviolent. But like, on some level, I respect him. But yes, at least these kids aren't Kuno. Kids, has anything strange happened lately?
He had bad words and said, I got in trouble.
The boy turns a rock over in his hands.
Bad words. Bad words.
Okay, what happened?
We just heard funny voices.
The boy shrugs, his jacket whispers as his shoulders move.
We thought the voices were funny. We said what they said, and then we got in trouble.
Where did you hear them? Did you overhear someone say them? Was it on the radio?
Radio? What's that? We just heard them in our head.
The boy sniffs up a drip of snot.
Voices from another self. Voices from a deeper self. Voices from early schizophrenia.
What do you mean you heard them in your head?
You know, I heard people talking, except just in my head.
He points at his head, his fingers are red from the cold. Okay, what did you hear?
It was like, it is time at last. My nasty speed reeks. Our brother man is about to grow up.
He looks at his twin who nods and then he begins.
DJ Flattios, Big Boy Daniel single is here. Back it up, cause this is the fastest track that you're ever gonna hear.
So it was the radio.
Turn up the volume. Blow those speakers out. Now here's... No. Don't say bad words, stupid.
The brother cuts in suddenly and sharply.
A word when you're done.
The lieutenant clears his throat. His eyes are wider than usual.
The boy draws a jagged rock across the ground. It leaves a white scratch.
Kids, have you seen any bad people around?
What bad bad people.
One of the twins looks up, his mouth slightly open.
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is going to crack the case,
says the lieutenant.
Then we're definitely doing it.
Bye, kids. Take care. You were saying?
Detective, about what the twins had to say.
Yes.
I believe they heard something. And given the poverty of this part of town, I don't know how they could have heard the radio. I don't know how they heard it, but I know the station they imitated. So they must have heard it somehow.
What channel? Oh, wait! Did Ruby have a radio?
Speed Freaks FM.
Speed Freaks FM, huh?
Yeah, local station, known for its kinetic music and aggressive style.
Sounds like a good time. Sounds like a good breath for me. I like tenderness in my radio, I think. Yeah, it sounds like a good time.
Yeah. Anyway. Weird as it is, the situation is not connected to the murder. This isn't our business.
It's a mystery, though. Mysteries are our business.
Yes. Mysteries like who killed the hanged man are our business, not this. Besides, maybe it was just a radio they overheard. They might not be old enough to know the difference. How would they have heard the voices?
Didn't Ruby have advanced radio know-how?
The lieutenant shrugs.
Let's at least rule out radios before continuing. Maybe the twins didn't know it was a radio they were hearing.
Yeah.
The washerwoman seems to know everything that happens here. Let's ask if she heard anything before moving on. After you.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Have you heard a radio on the coast in the last week or so?
A radio? Ah, no. We play no radio here. There's one in the shack, but it's never used.
Any idea how the twins could have heard Speed Freaks FM?
Was that the nonsense we were spouting? Puh!
She shakes her head.
Olden days were golden days. Life's luster is lost on those who speed.
Ashley, that is exactly why wow, am I really that much of a spineless tool that I'm, like, changing my answers? Okay, I personally probably would have picked that, but like, I picked it specifically because I thought Kim would like it.
No, I have no idea where they heard it. They've been in earshot all week, and no radio.
You sure you didn't hear any radio played?
These ears know every sound that belongs to this coast. I would know if I heard anything different.
We good, Kim?
Let's just get it out of the way as fast as we can. Contact dispatch from my kinema and ask them to connect you to the station. Maybe they can shed some light on this.
Thank you, Kim.
I'm ready when you are. Thank you, ma'am.
Anything else?
Goodbye, I'm off. Good night. Oh, you know what? That's a good point, Ashley. I didn't even think about that. Like, Kim very much seems like a tech nerd, now that I think about it, because he likes his car, he likes sci-fi. I'm trying to think of, wait, there was a... What's this thing back here?
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
What's in there?
Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer.
Kim, any idea what's down there?
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here.
Think we might find Ruby down there.
We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now.
Wow.
In conclusion, she could be under any building.
But not in there?
I hope not.
Finished thought. back this way was... But, whoa, hello. By the way, Ashley, have you played this before or only seen it?
There's no way the perp is in here, officer. Look how scarred the boards are. All attempts to pry them off have failed.
Can I try to get in the...
Not this time. The opposition is insurmountable. But I like the spirit.
Ah!
Have some points. It's lonely and cold without points.
Okay.
And dangerous. Dangerous too.
I hit 5 times. Oh my goodness. Like, given how... Just given how good... Okay, I will ask one thing. Okay, I knew 2 things about this game when I came in. One is that if your scores were too high, it could adversely impact, like, having the most of a score is bad. Sometimes. That is one thing I knew. Or at least I think I knew. Like, having a high score in a trait isn't always a good thing. The other thing I know is the bug. I know the bug exists. I would like to see the bug. Can you help me see the bug, Ashley, please? Or is that something that's done on the 5th day? Or is that something that is done while Kim is not here? Like, the bug exists. I know the bug exists. Seeing the bug is the 5th day. Okay, thank you. I will keep that in mind.
Hello again. Sure. What's on your mind?
Okay, you have
But of
nothing else
course.
to say. I can't imagine the bunker. Like, The funny thing about the bug side quest, I have no clue if Ashley's right, but my gut tells me that yes, this game is as you play. It is. It is. Also, I'm kind of glad to see the body is gone. That's a nice touch. I need to go check. I would like to go check on that woman, because I am... I have concern for her. I do not recall her name, but Oh, I wonder if...
An old door worn by...
I wonder if the campfire up here has to do with... No, apparently not. Okay. So... Interesting. Oh, there's a tiny hill there. I see. This door concerns me so much. Like, I desire to know what is inside. Oh. Oh. Interesting. You'll need high electrochemistry and Inland Empire Jackson for something special you'll need to have. Or else for you. Well, I was sprayed with the pheromones. Also, Inland Empire is my highest stat. Also, electrochemistry is loud as shit. I, like, genuinely wish electrochemistry would shut up. Like, I do very much appreciate the, and I got the thing! I got the thing! Look at the thing! I love the thing! I hope I get to see the bug. Like, assuming Harrier survives. I very much appreciate it, Ashley. I very much appreciate it. Because one of my streamer friends... Oh, speaking of... Mr. Pig has been streaming this game as well. He is a wonderful guy, although he does it significantly earlier in our day. So it might be in the middle of your night. I am unsure, because I don't do time zones good. Oh, you know what? I haven't talked to these guys. My favorite scene is when you get the speed freaks into the church and dance with them. But oh, I have, like, I did that shit.
Stop mid-step and put your hand on the garish necktie.
That bottle, Bratan! Just look at that bottle!
Where, bottle, what?
In this drunk's hand, on the pipe there, glowing blue, a mysterious, otherworldly blue, filled to the brim with holy mysteries.
Nobugu, I have to say that time zones themselves are good, simply because... Oh, I haven't danced yet, because my... I don't remember what the stat was, but it was garbage. And I was like, I'm gonna wait to do that. I also would like to finish, I need to finish the song for Egghead. I had a decent chance at getting the bass, and I flubbed it. So I'll need to, I could go do that real quick.
It's hard to know what exactly your vivid interior is speaking of here, but I'm guessing it's got a lot of alcohol in it.
Hey, I'm trying to stay sober here.
This isn't even about that! This is about so much more than regular alcohol. Please go talk to him. See what it's about. I'm drawn to it.
Tequila Sunset.
He nods in appreciation. Crazy thing, China is as wide as the USA and has one time zone Beijing time. What the absolute fuck? Why? Why? Like, I can... Okay. You know what, Ashley? You've convinced me. You have actually convinced me. Because... It doesn't... You don't need to know... Like, things that are happening at the same time happen at the same time no matter what that time is. Like, the actual number of the time does not matter. It is only, like, the sequence that matters, I guess. And so, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter, like, it would not matter what time zone I'm in, because, like, I would just have the perception of, like, whatever time frame I normally have. Like, my store, the store in town would be open from, like 11 p.m. to, like, no, not 11, like 2 a.m. No. From noon to, like, I forget when they close, but like 6 a.m. or something. Hello, Lude. How are you doing tonight? I assume you came in from... Oh, that's a very good wave emote. Welcome back. I assume you came in with a pig's right. And in different parts of the universe that are moving slower than us are in the past, but areas moving faster in the future, really. Oh yeah. Yeah. The crazy thing, like, it doesn't even need to be, like... Okay, I guess things orbiting in space are technically in a different part of the universe, but, like, things orbiting move in time slower. Oh, wow. I appreciate that very much, Lime. I'm touched, honestly. Thank you. And I'm very glad to hear that you are showered and comfy. There are a few things in life that, like... I think I became an adult when I started appreciating showers. Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around here lately?
Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
It's a touchy topic. He hasn't got laid in ages.
Just don't care about
Good to
sex.
see you, friend.
Oh, that's why
Do
they
I
had to
have deals
program
set up
unsane
for you,
equations.
buddy boy?
Yep. Gee. Well, hold on. I need to... I need to do a thing that Redful will probably appreciate. Wait, it's Chen! Oh my goodness, Chen is streaming. I think... hold on, let me check something real quick. Is he... Oh no, he's doing... Okay. Good to see you, friend.
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
See? There it is, Bratushka! The spirit! Let's buy the spirit! 300 real is a lot, but this has to be done!
You feel your necktie strangle you with excitement.
It's our end game!
This is just another stupid drunk idea I'm having that I'm attributing to my necktie.
Bratan, you don't understand! It's not just another drink! This is what our relationship has been building towards all these years! This is the climax! The mystery! The virginal sigh! You have to buy it from him! Get it off him! Kill him if you have to! Our ultimate fate depends on it! And the fate of many worlds!
The lieutenant looks at you, looking at the bottle of spirits, then at Rosemary, suspiciously.
Why does the bottle of spirits cost 300 real?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture.
Honestly, I can kind of hear it, Ashley. Like, I don't... Yeah. Oh, got it. What? What are you talking? Oh, what the necktie was talking about. Got it. No one can buy spirits for 300 real. That's crazy.
You know what's crazy, actually?
He grins, then bursts out laughing, then takes 3 gulps of his pilsner and stares at you intently.
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze.
What is?
What?
What do you mean, what? What do you think was crazy earlier?
This guy.
He says and shakes his index finger at you.
Conversation might bring a discount, no?
Where did you get the bottle of spirits from?
Oh, this is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office.
Right.
He ain't shitting you! Medicinal spirits are a blast, Bratan! The flaming truth of this joke of a world!
I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink.
He spits a nasty yellow clot on the ground before you.
Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
That's a good tip. I should remember that.
It really isn't. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
Okay, how?
The idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead things.
Oh! He gets an excited gleam in his eye.
Like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol. 2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it.
Don't say it.
Ashley, I find that entirely conceivable. Because that shit is preservative. Like, I don't know exactly what it is, but like... That's what you put stuff in to prevent bacteria from taking hold. From things breaking down. I think it will prove useful, yes.
£3 and it's yours, friend. The deal of a lifetime.
Well done. You got it.
Thanks, reaction speed.
That's a much more reasonable price right there. Makes sense now.
Blue medicinal spirits. I mean... let's see. Oh my...
Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
Bratan, I am so proud! Now, whatever you do, don't drink it! This deserves so much more than just regular oral consumption!
The tie is so on the money there. Up the bum it
Up
goes.
the bum it goes! What?
Just wait for my sign. Keep it with you. Keep it warm. Keep it safe. Soon we will enter the other world.
Soon. The time will come soon. I'm getting a really dark vibe from this. This won't be pretty.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But
You know what? I think what we're gonna do is science. Oh, wait, I can just... The liquid has an unearthly blue tint, the kind that might or might not, but definitely does glow in the dark. The kind that might or might not, but definitely does glow in the dark, okay? This is 98.7% pure alcohol. Keep it away from an open flame. I'm honestly upset I can't just chug it. I was hoping to chug it. Like, quick save, chug it, watch Harrier die, and then raid. But I would like to raid Chen, because Chen is a fantastic cutie. So I think we're gonna do that before it gets too much later. Come on. There we go. That's why you never... Yeah, I mean, if the game doesn't let you, only makes sense. But at any rate, thank you all very much for joining me tonight. I very much appreciate it. Is there anything I can poke around up here? Nah, doesn't look like it. Okay. But, oh, what are you awing about? Gee, it's only a little bit short. Let's see, ending screen. Thank you very much for hanging out, everyone, particularly you, G. It's always good to have you here. Thank you, Lime. Thank you, Pig, for the raid. Thank you, Noblegoo. Thank you, Ashley, for stopping by. I will... Oh, Chet. Oh, that's upsetting. Yeah, I will be streaming this again. I hope you all have a very good night. I am running out of time. Actually, I think I started that raid prematurely, so we're gonna... Because I'm rambling. I ramble too much, apparently. But, yeah, thank you guys once again. I am going to be hopefully doing Beat Saber tomorrow morning. I will be doing this next week again. And let's see here. Sunday is hopefully more Chernobylite. And Monday will be more Stardew Valley. But yeah. let's go. If you're here and aren't following and you want to like see more of this nerd, feel free to drop a follow. You don't have to. I just like people hanging out, to be perfectly honest. And if anyone cares, there is a Discord that you can hang out in. But yeah, at any rate, I hope you all have a very good night, and I will see you next time. Thank you, and bye.